जाने ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जाने ऊपर को न पुकारे। अब जाने ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जाने ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे, निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे, हर दर गए हारे, हर दर गए हारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता,
Is this working? Is this working? I'd like to ask an explanation. That day we sang here, we were all with God, and the tape was only just a tape of one voice, and all other microphones were off, or what? What you girls were doing over there? And why the microphone did not all combine and intermit the force? How come only one voice appears on that? I knew I'll ask a question and you will answer me, and I know the second question. There's a very beautiful saying here, home where each lives for the other and all live for God. Correct? That should be written where? We don't have a space, huh? Under the lady's picture? Okay, write it down, write down. Home where each lives for the other and all live for God. And write down the other side of it, here. People of God live for each other. People of God live for each other in goodness and in faith. So, one will come here and one will come here. So home will be defined and people will be defined. By people, I actually want to say people. Actually, I mean a nation. It means a dharma. What do I say? People of God? People of God, that's called dharma. So within bracket put the dharma so that it may not be misunderstood. Correct? Good. Okay. Now, this job we have to do, This is a job for the victory of all of us. But there are little hurdle here and there and complication. And we want to now look towards the Guru to solve this situation. So I'm very grateful that finally you have bought a watch and fixed it up there, so I can see the time. I won't ask for the watch today. What I'm going to speak to you, first of all you must understand, I am on a loan. You understand what loan means? I'm not real. Because according to the medical report, my 2 arteries were closed 95% and the third one was 60%. They think they have treated me well and I'll be all right, but they are not sure. So according to them, 6 months I was supposed not to totally work and 6 months I'm not supposed to work. So I'm not working, I'm participating on loan. And Peace Prayer Day was beautiful without me and everybody did best. You all came to the camp, you all appreciate it. But the most graceful thing which is happening to me is that everyone from the last 18 years, since I have worked for the Sikh Dharma, is against me. First I used to say, well, there are Indians too, but now there are Americans too. With Americans the difficulty is, they loved me so much, they could not get what they want. Now they are loving me through their anger and hatred. That's all. There's no difference. Just understand. Law of life is law of communication. Law of life is? Either you can do it in love or you can do it in hatred. But both is based on communication. Just remember that. You understand what I'm saying? When you get what you want or you give what you want, it is considered gift. It's considered. When you don't get what you want, then you'll do everything to get what you want. But all in life is just communication. Either it is the form of love or it is the form of hatred. There were people who were with me, my right hand. I was spending all the money on them. Now they are in a lawsuit. I'm spending money on them. Base is spending the money. It makes no difference. You understand? In life? Life has a challenge which you cannot miss. You've got to accept it. And in this challenge, there's a one problem which you all have. You all have that problem, I have seen it. Your life is painful. Is that true or not? In one way or the other, it is painful. I know that. I deal with you, you deal with me. It is painful, but for one reason only. You have been taught by misbehaving and by miscommunication. By misbehaving and miscommunication and mismanagement, you can get away. It is not true. You are judged by your misbehavior, miscommunication and misdeed by yourself. So you can never get away with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you have to make a phone call, you have to make a phone call. If you have not made the phone call, you shall pay for it one way or the other. Other person may, it doesn't matter, I can understand, you are busy. But next time when he asks you, please make me a phone call, he'll remember in the subconscious, this person does not come through. And if you do not come through 6, 8, 10 times, that is what will stand in the subconscious. You live by conscious, subconscious and unconscious. There are 3 forces which are you. It's not one force. You always deal with the conscious force. All right, I forgive, I forget. No, neither anybody forgets nor anybody forgives. It becomes a memory style. and you are mostly not influenced by anybody except by memory. Because you have three minds: positive, negative and neutral. Negative mind is the first mind which gives you the life, right of life. It tells you where is the danger. Therefore it has to act first. Then the right mind you must reach, and it must tell you what is good for you. It won't tell you, because subconscious will start supporting the negative mind. Subconscious say, "Hey idiot, these people betrayed you before, they are come to betray you today." Do you understand what I'm saying? Then your neutral mind has no place, because if the negative mind gives you what is negative, the positive mind gives you what is positive, neutral mind will give you what you should do. You follow that? And that has to become a habit. That has to be created as a discipline. It cannot be a natural thing, because subconscious and unconscious are more forceful than conscious. Why? What you see during the day, you may forget, but what you see in a dream, you can't forget. And dreams come through subconscious. Unconscious, all of a sudden, in the middle of nowhere, you have an experience. That experience you can't forget. Because you're not conscious what it's all about. You're not releasing it through subconscious. All of a sudden, unconscious release you something which you do not even understand. But you can never forget. So there are a lot of vital forces in your life. I have seen a person, in my own experience, I clock that person from the last 18 months, that after one good thing, within that many hours, I expect that person is going to something very neurotic to me. And it is on a clock. You think subconscious is not powerful? It's extremely powerful. It dictates you your habits. It influences your actions. It directs your thinking. You all talk about God, right? You all think we are very divine, right? I agree. I bow to you, you divines. But let me tell you something. It's a very funny thing. I should not say it. I am considered to be a holy man. I am or not doesn't matter. Don't bother about it. I don't care how holy I am. But I do consider certain things tonight to share with you, which is not expected of me to say it publicly. Even in a private joke, I should not say it. But I am now so freaked out with this stigma being holy that I want to come out with that. Normally, in this life of yours, you have got these eyes, right? You understand these eyes? Through this you see. Yesterday I gave you a kriya to put a blindfold on your eyes and go through it. These eyes are given to you only to see the earth. Are you with me? This eye, these two eyes of mine, will only see the earth. If you do not develop the third eye, which can see the unseen, these eyes are as useless as anything you can rely on. It will only give you the power to move on the earth. So these two eyes of yours are only for your earthbound journey. Your ears are given to you to hear. They will only hear the communication as per impact. They cannot intercede the communication. until they are developed. Your eyes can see the unseen if they are developed. Your ear can hear the interceding of the communication and not only the impact. Your tongue can speak the directive dictate, but it only communicates to pass the time or express the emotions. Tongue has to develop to speak consciousness. Normally, it takes tongue only to tell you your feelings and your emotions. Do you understand the difference which I am trying to bring to you? Do you understand what I am trying to communicate? So your 9 holes are earthbound. They have to develop to become homebound or heaven-bound. Now, I'm not trying to pretend to be very holy, but take this question of mine, okay, and ask any holiest of the holy, and you won't get the answer. That much, so much ignorance is there in the holy word. You'll meet a lot of people, they'll ask you, Naam Japo. Right? This is a very common phrase you have heard. I think your ears are very much loaded with it. And normally people ask question, how? Jo jap hai na, jap is a accomplishment of the andar. Andar means the central focal nerve. That's which, if not applied with the jap is absolutely have no effect. And when you say Naam Tyao ji, that is with the breath. Nobody will tell you technique. Normally you will meet somebody who will call himself a guru, he will give you a mantra. Keep on talking. Parrot talks. You can teach a parrot to say Ram, because parrot has no consciousness behind the word Ram. You have. When you say Vaheguru and Christian says Father, Son and Holy Ghost, and Hindus say Trimurti, Trimurti, and Muslim says Allah and His Messenger and His peace. You will find in 22 religions all speak about 3 things, but they cannot unite. Why? There is a known, unknown. There is a known, unknown and memory. Because there is a conscious, unconscious and subconscious. Va, he, Guru. Guru is conscious. He is subconscious. Va is unconscious. That's why we call it Trukuti Mantra. Word, the mantra which can direct you to all 3 words, here, hereafter and before. Before the karmas have come, it will cut it down. Now it will give you all what you need, and in the future it will be your guide to your safety. Do you understand what I'm saying? We have to develop. And without this development, if suppose there is a car here, you don't start it, and you want to make mileage on it, how is it possible? You don't gas it, how you can even drive it even you start it? You take away the battery, it's not there. It won't work. With all your technicians, you've got to put the battery into it. So life has a question. And the question is, all things should be in harmony. A little plug, if it's missing from the car, it won't move. And what should I say about you? You have no plugs and you still move. You know what I'm saying? You have a temporary short circuit, and with the heat of that, you move. That is called motion. You have a jump circuit energy, and that is called feeling. You do not have always applied the intelligence, which is the real harmonious ways to live by. You do not apply the consciousness to every question, which is the togetherness of wholesomeness of you. I have seen very funny, when people ask me a question, somebody has invited you tomorrow 6 o'clock, should we accept or not? And if I say do whatever is best, it doesn't satisfy the person. They want my involvement. Yes or no, should or should not, how many people, when, what, where. If I have to do all that job myself, where, what, when, then why you are questioning, my dear? Not only that, if a person comes to you, ask him first question, where you been? See, the mood changes in 1 second. Because in life, the unknown understanding is stronger than the known understanding, which you in Western world have not yet learned. If you want to have emotions and feeling, then feel other man's state of mind and move with your emotion to see that the other person feels secure about it. I'm not asking you to use intelligence and consciousness. I am asking you, don't be idiot. Use feeling and emotion, but use it in right direction. If runway goes from north to south, don't start driving south to north and then feel there's been no accident. And just remember one thing in life, person who talks to you, now this is very important what I'm saying, person who talks to you already trusts you until you blow it. And trust is built by every one phrase of communication. And it is always computed by the subconscious mind. Please understand that. And trust is the most vital truth of life. Trust is the total truth of the social life. Social life is absolutely relation, social, whatever you want to call it, in which more than one person is involved, is absolutely based on your trust. By trust you can even jump into the pit and not worry about it. Without trust you will never, if you know this road I have gone through, it is okay, you will go okay. There may be such a dangerous thing there will be a mine, you may blow up, but you will not bother. But if you don't trust the road, it may be a perfect road, you won't walk. That's why every road has a map, and every map has a road indicated on it. Exactly in life, communication is already mapped, and every communication have to have indication in it. Who you are dealing with. Are you dealing with a person of authority, person of love, person of shallow relationship, acquaintance? You must gear yourself first before you even utter one word. Your greatest problem, my dear, is you have only one modus operandi, one mono note of talking. Have a harmonium and have only one key and play with it. See how stupid you will look. Won't you? Huh? Hey, I am wrong? Have you seen that piano? Huh? How many keys are there? Huh? 88 keys. Huh? Lock all the 87 and play with one key every note. Can you do that? This is where your life is. You do not reject communication according to the gear. Your communication should not be for you. Your communication should be a service vehicle to reach the other person. Talking is for other person. Speaking is for other person. Listening is for you. Dharma is not for other people, dharma is for you. Sadhana is not for other people, sadhana is for you. Wearing bana is not for other people, bana is for you. The way you wear bana, a person who wears the worst bana will judge you by that. Because computer in the subconscious doesn't forget one thing. You know, it is very funny. One day somebody called me. He says, sir, I want to tell you something. I say, what? He says, so is freaking out. I say, how you know? I say, sir, I read your lecture that day. He said, person is what his turban is. I say, yeah. He said, this person, turban is becoming punk. I say, you mean the person is punk? He said, that is true. Believe me or not, 3 weeks later, I met that man without turban and shortest cut hair I have ever seen. Then God gave him the most beautiful beard. He used to say, Guru Ram Das has blessed me with exactly the same beard that he had. Absolutely, I tell you, there was not a sign of it. Parava. A bana, na? Bana is called parava. The modus of getting ready to be. Bana means bon. Bons mean facing the opposition. Bana comes from word bon. Bon means facing the onslaught. Ban lade is a very particular word. Word है tan, man, ban. Tan means the power, the strength, the stretch. Man means the faith, the grit, the knowledge. Ban means confronting capacity. Bana means what you wear for confronting capacity. And that is absolutely your total conscious, subconscious and unconscious best. So please don't misjudge me. I know the question you say, we have seen people who wear very beautiful bana and they left. Yes, I have also tell you, there were Mukhiya Singh Saab and they left. Leaving does not change the law of nature. I have seen a very healthy person, absolutely, he ate 2 meals and he was yelling and screaming and talking and laughing and jumping and enjoying, and he sat in the chair and he was dead. That means eating, laughing, all was wrong? No. People do die spiritually, but live physically. Tree grows flowers, fruits, all fruits do not get served. Some rot, some fall apart, some are eaten by animals, birds, some do not even grow, and some do grow. So when a life of spirituality starts, it gets over and over, it becomes greater and greater, all cannot get what they want. only those get it who just decide one simple thing. And please tell me that. Well, I want to know this one line of the secret, key line, eh? Yeah, but that is what I taught. I want simple layman language. Keep up is real. Keep up, you get everything in the world, including God. No big deal. Tell me emotionally and with your feeling, the key to success. We are discussing here success. What is the key to the success in this life? Very obnoxiously say it after me. It doesn't matter. I'll get it. True. This is the key word, and it must ring in your ears all the time. Doesn't matter. I'll get it. This is only earth explanation. It is constant explanation. I tell you what is the subconscious explanation. You want to understand that too? Because this you will hear. Doesn't matter, I'll get it. You understand? That's your satisfaction. But suppose you don't get it? Suppose you don't get it, where you'll get the sport? No, that's called simple betrayal of getting something. God doesn't give you the attitude of escapism. Now question is, you are determined to get it. How you will get it? Suppose you are trying to get it and you are not getting it. Nothing works. Nothing works. There's a one line by Guru Gobind Singh, I love him only for that line. When he made the Sikhs, who gave their head, and he gave them the Amrit and the Rahat. You understand? That was exchange done. And he in his own words says, Rahat pyari mohe ko Sikh pyara nahi. If you will get it, you want to get it, and you are not getting it, get by the rule. Then recheck, revise, and just understand. Play the laugh rule, you shall get it. Then entire Mother Nature will come to your sport. Once a girl told me, I have become a Sikh. My parents have abandoned me. I said, thank you. I said, you got parents. Guru Gobind Singh is your father. Mata Sahib Deva is your mother. In Sikh Dharma there is no orphan. She said, what that means? I said, just believe it. She believed it. Today she has parents. She has a beautiful husband. She has a beautiful home. She got all what she needs. Because somebody very beautiful looking for something like that. Because each drop of rain has to come through a tributary and through a rivulet, and it becomes rain. When a path is established, the whole universe will come. Dharma. When you want to get it, really you want to get it, and you have determination to get it, and it is not happening, then make it as your dharma to get it. And suppose you get it, and they don't want you to have it. Now that's the most difficult stage. Huh? What I'm saying? Suppose you want to have it, and you can get it, and you get it, because you made it a dharma to get it, and they don't let you have it. What are you going to do? Don't fight for it, win it. Put all of you in it. What all means? Conscious, subconscious and unconscious. That's all. There are certain rules. In yoga, they are come yam and niyam, do's and don'ts. It dharma, it calls rahat maryada. Sometime you see me talking to my student in a directive manner. Doesn't matter what their age is, who they are. But you see me talking to the Indians in a very diplomatic manner. You are sometimes shocked about, isn't it? Huh? That was the question I was asked today. How can you change switches in talking to this and talking to that? I said, with my student, the future is at stake. With my friend, the present is at stake. I am very direct with my students because I know wrong shall be recorded. Wrong, write it down, these lines. Wrong shall be recorded. They call it Akashic record. One way or the other you have to pay it. The only difference is, then instead of you are being put on the cross, you can be just spanked. I tell you in my own case, if that night I would not have felt that little pain, I made a phone call, conversation, and I felt very uneasy and very little pain. Welcome, come in, I was looking for you. You look beautiful. Nobody said that to you? Let me go on record for that. She has been hanging around me for a long time, shy, in secret in love, trying to say yes, trying to say no, run away, then come in, and it's a kind of game we are playing for a long time. I call it, what is it, cat and mouse race? But anyway, I'm very glad when she comes in the summer. She shows up sometime for a, 40-day sadhana or something? Yeah, it's a fun. We have fun between two of us. Anyway, what we were talking? Akashic record. I got that pain. I'm just trying to see how fast you remember and how fast you forget. That's all right. And I told the doctor, because after that conversation, that pain was not a welcomed situation. Normally, I have a control on a commotional and insulting conversation, but that day it got me. I called the doctor. Dr. Suram came. I said, Doctor, I have got a pain which is not real. It's not an ordinary pain. He says that it can be muscular, it can be gas and all that. I checked it all. I went to the bathroom, I took a hot water, I threw it out. As a yogi, I just checked. I called him. I said, Suram, I don't want to take the responsibility. I think this pain is with the heart. Because the telephone was so commotional and I feel so insulted. Normally, I pocket insult, but today I couldn't. I like to check it out. He said, "Sir, I can't check it right now, let us go to the emergency." We went to the emergency. By that time I cooled off. They checked up everything, nothing came normal. Everything normal, all fine. He said, "Sir, everything is normal." I said, "No, is there any other test? Let's go for it." He said, "Yes, there is a test, but it's a very heavy test. I don't think that should show up anything." I said, "Let us go for the test." Then we took that treadmill test. They make it heavy, and it showed up something. Then they took another test, and then that showed up all. So the difference is, if I would not have been given the gift of God to catch it in time, it would have caused a heart attack, and it would have paralyzed my half side. But that was not needed. But attack did happen. Because there is no absolutely forgiveness before Mother Nature. Since these 2 years, what we are going through, and the way I have worked and overworked, it took it all. You sometimes see there are a lot of security officers with me, fully armed. They are not because I have done anything wrong. There are some people who do not want me to live. I have heard through very reliable source there is a contract on me. Because there is a saying and feeling among some people that this man is not supposed to live. And that happens when you have it all. They don't want you to live. That's the test. That's a part of the game. That's with the tariff. That comes with the territory. You understand what I'm saying? Mostly at that time, when comes the territory, you got to face it. You walk into the grizzly bear territory, and you will not meet a grizzly bear. Either it is not a territory or there is something wrong with your map. When you shall be successful in your life, and when you will have it with the will and you put all in it, they won't let you have it. That's the fun of it. Then fight to the last. You understand? Walking on the spiritual path is very godly and very divine, but it is extremely lonely and absolutely painful. That's why you got to prepare yourself to be tough enough. Be tough enough not to puff. That won't work. Everybody knows unity as a strength, right? But when you get united, then don't separate. Then fight it. You get united, next day you say, my chemistry does not meet, I am 49, I am 32, I am 31. When you got united, you didn't say, I am this, I am that, this is my chemistry. That's no unity. When you shake hand whether it's cold or it is hot. Once hand is shaken, that's it. And you know what they tell me for this? You know what they tell me? They tell me I'm an idiot. If compassion makes you idiot, it's better to be an idiot than to be a wise man and throw people inside out. If you cannot show somebody that you are you, then you have to show somebody you are a yo-yo. You cannot be third thing than this. Either you are you or you are a yo-yo. It is better to become you and die as you than yo-yo. Because God made me and God made me and nothing else. So I must commit and go through it. That is what Guru Gobind Singh taught the people. the ideological philosophy which can be practiced through the practical channels by a human being who absolutely has a yo-yo life to become committed, strong, and reach the eternal and happiness forever. That is dharma. But sometimes I know in your life, in communication, you just don't care what you say. And once you say something, and you say, I never said it, I don't remember it. And a telephone today, I was reminding somebody, I said, 3 years ago, on such and such day, you called me and you said this happened. I'm grateful for you gave me a warning. He said, I don't remember. I say, I do. What you say in anger and in passion, be careful. That can be used against you in love and in normalcy. Your words may not mean to you, but that will create a Akashic record for you. And that will create a subconscious relationship for you. When you have a Akashic record, subconscious relationship, rest of the life you just need to mend your mistakes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because in the beginning there was a word was with God, and word, God. Akhri Naam, Akhri Sala, Akhri Gyan, Geet Gunga. That one paudi in Japji, so well explained by Guru Nanak. If you just learn that one step, one paudi, your life will be happy, success, prosperous, beautiful, anything you want. Because it does explain to you, you fools, that once a word come out of the teeth is the arrow which has left the bow. It cannot come back. It may miss its target, but it will get somewhere. It may not give the impact, interlocked impact which you want. Consciously it may not hurt. Subconsciously it will live. Unconsciously it will become a reminder to the other person. Are you with me? Therefore, God only directed our destiny. We wrote it. Write it down. And I'll tell you a little story. There was a saint, and he had a very pet disciple, extremely pet, to the extent that the pet disciple would say anything, he will never mind it. That gave that pet disciple the encouragement that he can fool around with any time he wants, and he tried many times. He was mostly successful. That became a habit. One day, the saint was sitting in his very great ecstasy, and this pet disciple said, he said, my Lord, send me to hell so I can meet you there. But that was his, what do you call it, negative joke or whatever you want to call it. Because saints are meant to send people to heaven. Moment he said that, the saint in ecstasy says, so be it. Next day the disciple died. He went to hell. And he saw a saint there. He said, all right, your wish is complete, I am going back to my body. He said, how come? He said, that's what you said. Now, saint could come back to the body, disciple couldn't, he's stuck there. Sometimes what you say, you say. How the other person interprets, that remains the record with the other person. It is called subconscious reaction. Don't be afraid of anything in this word of yours. Be afraid of subconscious reaction. And if you ever not have any trouble in your life, never allow the unconscious of another person to react against you. Unconscious reaction is either is a blessing or is a curse, and Almighty God can change it. God can't. God can do all what it can do because it is creation, because this is its God's own rule. Therefore, when you talk to any person, do not hit in such a way with your words that that person unconscious come to display. Whatever is said it under the influence of unconscious shall happen, doesn't matter what. Subconscious will create a reaction in the future. Unconscious will definitely make it happen in the future. Therefore, it is better to deal everything consciously. You understand what I'm saying? There's a very beautiful saying, Zaban Shiri Mulk Giri. If your language is sweet, you can win the whole world. But please remember, when you talk sweetly, talk straightforwardly. Because too much candy brings pimples. वो कहते ने, there is a saying, very popular saying, ऐसा कौड़ा ना बोलो कोई थूक दे, ऐसे कौड़े ना हो कोई थूक दे, ऐसे मिठे ना हो कोई खा ले. Don't be that much sweet that everybody wants to take a bite over you. Don't be that much bitter, everybody may spit you out. You understand what I'm saying? And that is called the natural law. It's the natural law of you to speak with the understanding and with the listen with the understanding. Is that clear? You have 10 minutes for the question again, and then after that we have to do a kriya with which we have that tape today, that yesterday we sang by those Bhai Sahibs, correct? 8 o'clock? Right? Yeah. Unconscious is what is your total sumness. Unconscious is represented by your arc line. Arc body represents your unconscious power, strength and manipulation. No. No. It is the total sum of which on which soul thrives. Soul is like a car, it is the horsepower of it. Yeah, God, unconscious is given to you. Unconscious is God. Unconscious is God, which you consciously have to develop to realize. Things happens, weather comes, this and that, you can all predict. But there is something which you say, I don't know. You cannot consciously say it. But sometimes thing comes to you unconsciously. Without you consciously you know about it. That is the total wholesomeness of God. Next. Yeah, Ganga. Let me go to the first and last and then I'll come in between. Yep. Yeah, it is a very simple thing. Why you have to make it in a question? When the arrow hits you, pull it out and then re-stitch the wound. It will leave a scar, but it will heal. It's simple. Now I have to be truthful, and you have put me on the spot. Sometime, my dear daughter, I don't speak at all. And the words come through me which I wish I should not have even a tongue to speak. And sometime myself wonder what made it happen. And many times, to be very truthful with you, I don't have a time or space or a position to speak, and something makes me to speak. You might have experienced my behavior. I am not very dangerous when I speak. I am very dangerous when I don't speak. Because I know at that time, I know what I know, and what I know is what it is. But I don't speak. It means I do not give the forewarning to the one because the other one doesn't deserve it. Or my subconscious says that will have an unnecessary reaction and you can't take it. So mostly I speak, but at times I don't. And that's not healthy. But that is sometimes is overriding power. Mostly to change that what I know, I do sit and pray. And I am just not very sure. Mostly my prayers are with the God, and whatever is happening. But all these prayers are answered or not, I don't know. Because I have an experience in my own life that I did pray for somebody. It could change the life. It went very well. But the other person made a mockery of the prayer. And in spite of my best, I couldn't get the least. Because I'm sick today and I'm feeling bad. Actually, what is honest with you is, I'm not interested how bad you are. All I'm interested is how good you can be. I see the goodness in it, and I want everybody to have it. And a lot of people are getting mad at me because I push too much. But I feel, I do not know tomorrow sun will dawn on me or not. So I have to finish what I have to finish by the dusk today. And some people are not very true. They are not true to themselves. And it's very difficult to speak the truth to the one who is not truthful to himself. You understand the problem? That's the problem. Problem is not what I say is not good. Even those people who just swear in nothing but calling me names, know whatever I said was true. It is not in my interest to lie to somebody, because if I lie to somebody, it doesn't make any purpose. My purpose is that everybody should grow. My purpose and my basic formality is that everybody should be very strong, invincible. That's what I believe in, invincibility. I feel if you have reality, if you have God, is useless. Can you believe that? Aren't you scared of me? I don't believe. To me, this God and godliness is too little a situation if not tested. Are you with me? Now you feel, what are you talking about? No, I'm not crazy, I'm saying something. Try to understand that. If you have a God, it must be registered. And it must hang on the wall. You got it. Otherwise, who knows what you got is real or not. It's good to have a gem, but it also should have a gem gemology certificate. How many carats, what is the quality, what is the weight, and what is the reasonable price. To have life and not the worth of it is no life. To have the mood and not to control it is no mood. If mood controls you, you are worse than an animal. If your passion controls you, your feeling controls you, you are nothing. It's better not to live than live as a yo-yo. And I can never forget that line. It's not the reason why, it is but to do and die, rose the sixth. Knowingly the order is wrong. Knowing the attack is nothing but death. Knowingly they will not come back. Knowingly if they can have a time to plan, they shall win. But there was no time for it, my love. They wrote it. The entire word war is forgotten and all dead are forgotten, but the charge of Life Brigade became a daily prayer for all those who believe in heroism. France may live or die, but Casablanca will always live. A little boy, when the captain of the ship ordered everybody to abandon the ship, and he left himself, he saw this little boy with the French flag. He said, I am the captain. You come to the boat. Leave the ship. It is sinking. He said, you have the order to let the ship go, but you have no authority to let the flag go. As a Frenchman, I'll die with my flag. My flag won't go alone. The entire nation under which they stand together. You understand that? Those who deal with me as a teacher, they get what a teacher can give. Those who deal with me as a man, they get what a man can give. Those who deal with me as a God, they get what God. Those think I'm just a yo-yo monkey, they get what a monkey gives. In my reality, I have seen I'm just a reflection of somebody's arc line. I do magnify it well though. And for that, I have to go through a lot of time through this hell, and I'm not upset about it. I feel good about it. Because I feel very bad when I do not do my job. I'm A, what do they call, A category person? I'm type A. I don't keep reserve. I don't. Because I think job is done forever. Undone job is somebody's blunder. And I'm not excuses, I'm not interested in the excuses for delay, I'm only interested in the job done. So I'm category A, so I should have normally blood pressure, heart attack and all that. But that only can kill my physical body, not my consciousness. And I tell you, I care a damn what happens to the body, but I do care. I do not want to pollute my consciousness. Is that understood about me? Good enough. Next, yep. Oh yeah, and there's somebody there. Who was that? Oh, you? Go ahead. In the first one? Good. Okay, just you. Oh, one is not enough? Baba Sri Chand once went through the town and they caught him outside the town. He said, sir, are you angry with us? He said, what happened? He said, you didn't visit our town, you didn't stay there, you should stay there one night. There are a lot of people who are sick, they want to be healed. He said, if my visit and passing through doesn't heal them, my staying there and eating chapatis won't. That communication kriya is a kind of thing. Thank you for remembering it. Ask how many people remember. How many people remember last year they gave that communication kriya? Come on. She is the only one. Show them what it is. Explain to them so that they can learn it from you too. I know. Look at them. Come on, get up. Camera will record you. Ask them to read the notice. It must be in the lecture itself. She knows. Oh my God, somebody, then ask Satkarpal Kaur. She must have eaten away. She's the one who's supposed to be the custodian. Somebody has cheated then. It's true what you're doing. It reconnects the neurons of the brain into the zonal inefficiency or infrequency. It creates the proper frequency. That's right, that's correct. That's true. Yes. True. You asked me a lot of questions, I asked you to do the homework and come with a final question. Go ahead. There are 4 letters written by the son of Guru Ram Das. By Guru Ram Das itself. As it is, these were the latter 2 by his son, who became later Guru Arjan. These are the 4 stanzas, first 4 stanzas called Shabad Hazare. Those words are very powerful. To connect the conscious, unconscious, subconscious and bring to this formality of love to the extent that Guru Ram Das gave Guru Arjan Dev, he was Arjun Mal, gave him the Guruship. And people sing them, Mera Man Loche Guru. You can take a tape of it and play with it. It does work. And it has no failing record. When anybody is abandoned by love or lover or he wants to meet, unite and to put together, if you read that Shabad Hazare every day and sing it playing 11 times a day as a sadhana, personal sadhana, it brings you a victory. And one girl that day called me and she's mad at me because her husband was going to divorce her and ran away and didn't show up. And I told her to do it. He came back and he's still fighting. So I told her, I told you it'll connect, I didn't tell you it'll change. So she said, what should I do now? I said, keep on doing for a while, he'll be alright. Because now he cannot go, he got to deal with you, face him. But it does work. Alright? Now time is up. Next time. Okay, let's do the sadhana, now we have time. You have to put that yesterday's Shabad. Please sit in a... Okay, left hand inside, right hand outside, connect your thumb. And there's a position for the thumbs to be connected. Push it towards your heart side. Give it an angle of 60 degrees. Lock it. See this lock? That's okay. Push it towards 60 degrees and keep the pressure on, okay? Perfect? Close your eyes. It is called prayer intercepting the ego to project the impact of the heart. That's why it is left side. When you do it on the right side, that is projection, the power of the prana. This represents ego. Press it this way, please. And put it in the center like that. Hold it right. All right. Close your eyes, please, and sing. Play. They put the tape on the end. No, put his own tape, his own solo tape which he gave us. That will be better, that's very continuous. Okay, ready?
चरण कमल आधारे चरण कमल आधारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन
You have to read with it. You can't be separate.
अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे पुकारन को तो उदम करता.
All right, put your papers in front of you. You can't do it meditatively.
करता गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे अब जन ऊपर
From the heart.
गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक प्रगट भयो संसार प्रगट भयो संसार अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता.
Go ahead. Hold. Now, we are going to sit whole night tonight. You got to go with them. You can't go with them on one line and on the other line they will lead and you will follow. You got to do it exactly consciously. Is that true? Understand? Let's do it that way, not this back and forth. And can you please put the tape from the very beginning? All right? Yes. Mudra is very simple. Left hand in, right side out, and right thumb presses on the left side of it. It's angular, 60-degree angular. That's how it will look. It will not be like this. It will not be like this. It will be not like this. It will just pressed. Right angle will be, right thumb will be 60-degree. Left thumb will be almost straight. That's how the mudra will be. At the heart center, right here. All right. Ready? When they are singing, you have to sing with that song. That's what it is. That's a conscious singing. On the word, follow the word, and repeat it. No, when they are singing, you are singing. When they are not singing, you are not singing. That's the discipline. Don't you understand? All right. All right, go. Doesn't matter. I am teaching you communication discipline. Now you understand discipline in communication? Listen, learn and repeat. This is called meditation.
ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को
listen, learn and repeat.
निर्भव पाए सकल पाओ मिटिया निर्भव पाए सकल पाओ मिटिया चरण कमल आधार है चरण कमल आधार है अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को तो उत्तम करता पुकारन को तो उत्तम करता गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक प्रगट भयो संसार प्रगट भयो संसार अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को तो उत्तम करता पुकारन को तो उत्तम करता गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे 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 पुकारन को जो
Catch the frequency. Your ear will develop the interpretation power. What is being said? Concentrate on ears.
परमेश्वरता को मारे गुरु
Hold. Listen. It is called the inner voice. If the inner voice speaks to you and you cannot interpret it and speak it in the outer voice, your life is useless. You understand that? And all problems in life comes because when the inner voice speaks, the outer voice cannot interpret, and our brain is not trained to interpret it. You follow? This I am giving you training, and this is my purpose in this camp. This summer I want you to go perfect home, that you can interpret the sound in absolute, its future, its presence, its past, its source, its now, and its effectiveness. You understand what I'm going to do? So that the transaction of life must be success because your interpretation is right. If you give somebody address, go turn left, and instead of saying turn right, you say turn another left, the guy will go in a very different direction. The whole problem in your life is You listen, but you cannot interpret it. By this Kriya, you are going to learn the art of listening, interpreting, and creating. You are interlocking your own past, present, and future. So don't please take it non-seriously. It's very important that at this time in life, you must understand it. God is like that. The guy who does that, what they call him? Huh? The unconscious is the conductor. And what are you? Orchestra. And what is the total sum of it called? Symphony. Understand? Huh? This sound is coming, the sound of the conductor. The orchestra must hear it and repeat it and create it. So the heavens, the angels, your souls, your ancestors, those who are still hanging, could not be redeemed by their action. You can do it today. Including yourself. You understand what I'm trying to do? These are the few last gifts of my life to you. They call it going away present. And still some of you are not understanding what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that I want to give you some going away present which I feel in my heart are best for you. Whether they work or not, I don't know. This is up to you. But I want you to learn now. This body will be gone. I may be with you, with the heavens, and you through your unconscious, subconscious voice, or through your inner voice, I'll speak to you. You won't listen to me. Now you don't listen, you don't care because I talk to you. Then if you miss it, you miss it forever. And I'm trying to do my best. I'm very not happy that all couldn't come, but at least it will be on the record. People will practice when I'll be gone, so you can have that direct connection. All right, play it.
पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, चरण कमल आधारे। चरण कमल आधारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उदम करता,
Very good. You are doing wonderful.
पुकारन को जो उदम करता, गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे। गुर परमेश्वरता को मारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे,
You may ask me the question.
को न पुकारे।
You can ask me the question why I am using, when I say this it means stop. You may ask me this question. Some of you are here and some of you are not here. And some of you here who just have come to the camp, and I'm just trying to explain to you something scientifically and consciously. Why I'm using this tape? The notes of these tapes are based on the notes exactly how the little conscience, inner conscience speaks. You do not understand mostly the words of that, and neither these words you understand, because notes are similar. And concentration is tuning, listening, learning, listening and repeating. Listening, learning and repeating. So if you can interpret these words, it is called trigger shot. Trigger shot is you put a rifle, you put a bullet in it, you take the trigger and you have only trigger shot. When the trigger hits, bullets goes. You understand that? See the voice? Eight, down, done. You understand what I mean? This is called first sight love, which has no cure. And this is called bandhana. This is not pratana, this is not prayer. This is bandhana, in which the word is everlasting, impact is everlasting. I am teaching you, if you can learn the everlasting impact of your inner voice, you shall be talking to God all the time and be normal and happy. This is what I am trying to explain to you. And what I am pleased about is you have done very well. You are very sweet and extremely I am grateful to you. Just you sound the first word, the trigger, tick, and then the whole word should come out. Trigger impacts the cottages and cottage goes and hits the destination. Aim is right. You have to have that development. We do not develop this among our children. That's why we say them everything and they don't listen. A mother who does not give impact communication, train a child to in impact communication, a teacher who does not train a child in impact communication, a congregation which does not learn how to impact communication cannot deliver the goods. So if you do not have with your inner conscious, you cannot deliver the happiness of your life. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because inner conscious speaks all the time. It doesn't say anything more different than what I tell you loud and clear. You don't like me for that most of the time. From there I feel very painfully, understandably, that you don't listen to your inner voice either. You look in the mirror and you don't look at yourself. You look whether you look beautiful or not. You discuss. You are going to mirror for a debate. You don't go for analysis. Nobody I have seen seeing a mirror to look at what you look like. You only look whether pretty or not. And that is your standard. So you even use mirror for wrong purpose. You use your inner voice for wrong purpose. You have the habit to use right thing for wrong purpose. That's why you have pain in your life. And I don't think you should have it. I know moment I'll drop this body, all this pain, all this insult, all this nonsense will be over forever. I have paid my dues, I have paid my karmas. I am already on extension. I should have gone at 48. I am 58. 10 years extension, God knows what further is coming. Now they say it is, my lifeline has become longer. God knows what wrong I did to deserve this. But this is the way they say it, this is the way it is. Some of you will love me and die for me. Some of you will love me to kill me. So these are two sides of the coin. But I'll do my job. Between the two grinding wheels, I'll deliver. That's what I believe life is about. You understand? Now are you willing to concentrate for a while, or you are hungry and you want to leave? What's your program? Huh? Are you in love? Huh? You want to do it? Are you upset? Chocolate? Can't believe it. Okay, let's do it then. Some people have to go, they might have some duties or something. Is that true? Where are you going? To meet your husband? Huh? That's what I'm saying. Those who have the duties to go, they can leave, not feel handicapped. All right, now I'll say ready, set and go, and you'll put the tape from the beginning. And no hanky-panky this time with these beautiful people, okay? All set? I didn't say anything. See, we are all learning here. Ready? Give me the signal. Ready? Go, set. You can do this. I said ready, go and set. I didn't say ready, set and go. Nobody listened. That's what I wanted to tell you. Are you tuned with me? All right. Ready, set, go.
जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, पुकारन को जो उद्यम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे, निर्भय संग पैर रुचावे, हर दरगे तुम्हारे, हर दरगे तुम्हारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न को जो उत्तम करता, पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। आद जुगाद प्रभु की बड़ाई, आद जुगाद प्रभु की बड़ाई, जन की पैज सवारे, जन की पैज सवारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, निर्भव पाए सगल पाओ मिटिया, चरण कमल आधारे, चरण कमल आधारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक, गुरु के बचन जप्यो नाम नानक, प्रगट भयो संसारे, प्रगट भयो संसारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, पुकारन को जो उत्तम करता, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे, गुरु परमेश्वरता को मारे। अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे, 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 अब जन ऊपर को न पुकारे। अब जन ऊपर
Very good. That is how it should be. That is how it should be. Your interpretation in learning and communicating and repeating exactly what your inner voice says should be 100% correct. And this is a very practical way we are going to learn a apple. Yeah, I'm true. We are learning first side of inner love. First time. Neither A gives you apple, nor apple gives you A. But you learn the whole alphabet. And this is the first thing you are learning. As they speak, you speak. When they stop, they stop. What they say, you say. Difficult, isn't it? But you have done so well, I can't believe it. All right? You are with me? Tomorrow I'm not teaching, right? They say so. But I'll come. I'll come here. Tomorrow is what day? All right. Tomorrow we'll come here because this, I don't know, any time my doctor is going to call me up and I may have to go back. But however, what I'm trying to do, what I'm doing. What are you doing tomorrow evening? It's your day, not mine. You like to come? 5 o'clock? Okay, what we'll do is tomorrow we'll repeat this Shabad in Sahaj Bijroli Kriya. It's a very sacred Kriya in the yoga. It really does what it does. But when you come to the class, do me a favor, clean your monkey glands. I don't want here any mucus whatsoever. You know how to clean monkey glands? Huh? With the brush? Huh? You have biting teeth or no teeth? Biting teeth? All right, take your paste, whatever you use. What do you use? Everybody has different paste, right? Different taste, different paste, right? Brush your teeth very good and they are here, 2 big balls, and get them out, okay? The rest I'll do. Perfect? 5 or 6, what time? Okay. May the long time all and guide you. May the long time sunshine all love surround you, and let your light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on, and sadhana.
Father, thank you. God,